You know what time it is. Talks for the People, episode 23. On this episode, we discuss a gaming battle that we haven't seen since 2014. Three of the biggest competitors in the first-person shooter genre are going head-to-head for the first time in 7 years. We're also going to be discussing our preferred methods of viewing new original series being released on popular streaming platforms. Do we prefer the drip feed style of Disney Plus or the binging style of that Netflix and chill? And Cody's also got us a new round of rapid fire questions we're going to be calling This or That. It's looking like it's going to be a fun episode tonight. How are you guys doing?
Rock solid over here. It's a great day.
Hey, this is the best week of the entire year. Y'all know what week it is?
I do not.
It is the Masters week.
Oh, yes, I have slipped. I haven't watched grass grow in a long time, but I do enjoy it. I'll have to check out the finals. I'll have to check out the finals Sunday. I mean that in a fun, playful way. I do enjoy watching the Masters.
And so it'll actually be, by the time I get to actually review the tournament, it'll be a week after the tournament before y'all get to see it. But I will review it on the next show, and should be good. It's my favorite week. I love it. Also, before I forget, my wife's birthday was last week, so happy belated podcast birthday to my wife.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Next week, this coming week is my anniversary. It'll be our I'm gonna get in trouble if I get that wrong. 8-year anniversary. So happy anniversary, honey, and thanks for putting up with me.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it takes a lot to put up with moi.
Oh, trust
So,
us.
y'all ready to get into Burns?
We know. Let's go ahead and let's get started with Burns My Biscuits. What's going on?
I was at my favorite store this week.
Cracker Barrel.
Steven got it. Point for Steven. So, what burns my biscuits at the Walmart is people who have to stare at all of the bathroom items because they don't know what they want. I don't know about you guys, but I've been using the same shampoo, the same soap, the same deodorant for probably 15 years.
Accurate.
And I know exactly what I'm looking for. If it ain't there, I move on because they're out. These people will sit in there and just stare, and they'll look and they'll grab every bottle and read it. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Get your shit and get out of the way. The other day I went down there and now these people were really nice. They offered to let me go through like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, no, y'all go ahead. So I wasn't in any hurry. But the whole time I'm sitting there going, this is great podcast material. So I get in our show notes. I'm like, fucking people, So,
No,
yeah, that burns my biscuit so bad. Like, and I understand if it's not crowded, and maybe you want to try something different. But if it's packed like it was that day, if you gotta look and try to pick something else out, you need to let everybody go through.
No, absolutely. Or at least step away from that side of the aisle. Don't block shit.
Yeah, that's aggravating. But hey, I will say this though, with all that being said, I got tired of waiting on them, so I grabbed a different bottle of shampoo than I've been using. And it is fantastic. My head smells like a mint when I get out. When I get out of the shower.
Is it tea tree?
Yes.
I love tea tree stuff. Oh.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's like $10 for the bottle, but that shit is good.
Yeah, it gives you that tingly feeling, almost like you should try it on your balls.
Hey, I might have to change up my shampoo soon. Getting these long, luxurious locks going on. I might need something a little more powerful.
Or instead of shampoo, you can not bathe at all, and you can start dreads.
I've had dreads before, thank you, and I had gorgeous dreads that were clean. They didn't stink, and I took care of them. And if Jamie would let me, I would have dreads again. It's hard to believe, but I was very aware. It was during a different time. I was playing in bands. It was before I got in the band. I had dreadlocks that were about as long as my hair is now, and I took care of them.
Jamie, if you're watching, I'm begging you, please let him have dreads again. Please, I'm on my knees begging, let Alan have dreads again. Okay, that was worth doing it.
Yeah, well, she's already said no. It's not going to happen. And plus, look, if you ever check, like, I had my dreads for about a year and a half, and in a moment of thinking that I didn't want them anymore, I had taken such good care of these dreads that I had to say goodbye to my long hair. Like, it was, I went from about a little bit shorter than this hair is now, dreads, to shaved head. Like, there was no amount of conditioner in the world would have gotten those dreads untangled. Like, I had great dreads that I took care of. Anyway, different stories for different times.
If I'll make a pact with Jamie, if she'll let you get a new bass and equipment so we can play together,
I've got the bass.
I will promise her I won't let you get dreads.
I need an amp. I've got a bass. I've got chords. I need an amp.
Whatever, man. I won't if she'll let you do it. And let us
And
jam.
I volunteer to play the triangle.
You're a singer, man. Come on.
Let me make
I'll take it.
Well, you can sing and play the triangle at the same time. That's fine.
I like it.
All right.
And while Alan's using his pick, he can hit the cowbell.
Yeah, absolutely. Steven, you got any burns, or are we gonna you feeling happy this week? And we gonna jump right into Butters?
Well, I have a little both. My burns is actually gearing up for me mentally preparing. So, as everyone should know by now, big Disney fan, love Disney to death. But there are things that bother me about it, and it's not really Disney's fault, but it happens at Disney. So, kind of like Cody, happy anniversary, baby. Ours is actually the day after Cody's and his wife. So, we're going to be celebrating at Disney, and while we're there, we have to deal with. It's not that I don't like foreign people. I need to clarify that. It's not that I don't like foreign people, but the way like roads and walkways and stuff operate in America are not the same as overseas. So you constantly, it's of course Disney being one of the most visited places on the planet is very touristy. So you constantly are in the middle of high traffic areas, and somebody will be like, where are we going now? And they'll just stop in the middle of a walkway. I'm like, yo, I will ankle bite you with this cart. Get out of my way. Like, courteously step off to the side, look at your park map, and decide from there. But don't stop in the middle of the walkway to check your map. So that burns me up every time I go, because I'm always constantly like intentionally slightly just shouldering people just to give them a hint, like, dick. That kind of thing. But every time I go, it burns me. So that's my burns for that one. And on the flip side, I have Butters My Biscuits this week. So along with our anniversary coming up, my little one, 7 years old, greatest thing ever, she wants to surprise us with something for our anniversary. And, you know, typically people don't think about, oh, let me get them something for their anniversary. It's like, no, it's like they celebrate it with themselves. You say congratulations and let it be what it is, you know? So I don't know what it is, but she is always thinking about other people, always. And what I guess the child's innocence is kind of what butters my biscuits. You know, there's always something that she does or says that is so selfless. Like, she doesn't care about herself, she cares about you. Are you okay? Kind of thing. And then she wants to do things for other people. You know, hey, here, have some of my candy. I mean, it's fantastic. I love it. It really warms my heart. So that's been buttering my biscuits. And when she had brought that up, it warmed my heart. And that's the kind of thing that makes me, want to have kids. My child comes up and says, "Oh, happy anniversary! I planned y'all a surprise party," and she's only 7, right? I would love to have another kid just to catch opportunities like that more often. I love it. It's glorious. It will never get old to me. Of course, kids can be frustrating sometimes, but it really butters my biscuits how innocent when they are innocent, how magical it is. Love it to death.
So I have a Butters,
All
Alan.
right.
Before you get into
Ooh.
yours, I've been actually wanting to use this for a while. I just didn't know how to use it. But
Guns N' Roses
So
sings
what-
really good music.
let's not get Alan fired up tonight. We're
Steven
getting the night
doesn't.
off.
Steven apparently doesn't realize that I have control over this Discord call and can just kick him out whenever I want. Or
So
at
what,
least mute him.
So what butters my biscuits is when you're putting gas in your car and it clicks off because that it's full, and you go to bump it to get it to like an even dollar amount, and when you get it to the even dollar amount, you accidentally bump it again, and the gas amount goes up, but the money doesn't. That butters my biscuits. I'm like,
Yes.
Look, I've got a new game I play, and I love just knowing that I messed with somebody's head after me. You know how most people, they try to get like an even amount of gas, like even dollar amount on the pump. So you can say like 20 on pump 3, 25, whatever. My new thing is once a week, on average, once a week, when I fill up on gas, I like to even out my bank account. So I check the change that's in my bank account. If it ends in like 53 or like 65 cents, then I will bump that gas up to like 24.67. That way my bank account is what is at the even dollar amount. And I just love knowing that somebody's looking at that pump like $24.33. What the fuck? Yeah, I did. I love it. That's awesome.
That's very unique. Like separating Skittles when you eat them.
so kind of on the same note, do you even out when you're leaving a tip for at a restaurant, and so you pay with a card, so you have to fill out the receipt?
I do
Do
it.
you round your tip up to make it your total bill an even dollar amount, or do you leave them an even dollar amount tip?
I don't worry with change on the tip. I always round up though. I'm a generous tipper. So like if like I normally tip about 20%, but if it comes out to like I'll never round down. So like if a tip comes out to like 10.52, I'm leaving them $11. Like I'll round the tip up to an even dollar, but I don't make the whole entire bill equal out. I save that for gas. That the gas thing is my bank account leveler.
Yeah.
That's where I do that.
See, I'm on the flip side of that. When I go to tip, if it takes me $5.63 to get that final dollar amount to a flat number, I'm giving that tip the extra 10 cents or whatever it needs to be that. And to Alan's point, I round up as well. So if I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna tip $5, but for another 23 cents, I can make it an even dollar amount for the total bill. I'm giving it 23 cents.
Now, if they fall on the same day, if I'm going out to eat the same day that I evened out the same day I bought gas, then yes, I will even it out to an even dollar amount on the bill so that I can enjoy the bank account for an extra day at an even amount.
That might be slightly OCD, Alan.
You're so OCD, Alan.
Oh, very. Do not deny this.
Nice.
So I don't. I round up too, and I'm a good tipper. I usually do 20% as well, and but I don't even get my phone out. But maybe it's because I don't know if I'm good. I guess I'm good at math or something. But I don't even get my phone out. I just kind of figure out what's roundabout between 20 and 25%, and I just give them that. And for some reason, I'm thinking, well, if I was a waitress or waiter, I wouldn't want all this change. But I mean, even though I'm giving them an even dollar amount, I mean, somebody is, so it doesn't really matter. But to me, it makes me feel better that I'm giving them an even dollar
Absolutely.
amount.
Speaking of tipping and butters my biscuits, I love it when I go to a restaurant and they have the percentages lined up like 15, 18, 20%, where you can just copy the number down and you're like, yes, love those. Those are awesome.
All right. Well, my butters my biscuits this week, as we discussed last week, I love discovering new music, and I've done it again. And this one is super impressive. I was browsing my music news websites this week, and I saw this band called Hammerhedd, and what it is it's these three brothers. They're all still teenagers, and they've been playing together for 2 years. They started out doing metal covers and all that. The brothers are currently 18, 16, and 13 years old. The oldest one plays guitar and sings. The youngest one is the bassist, and the middle brother is the drummer. And when I tell y'all that these three kids could jump on stage and hold their own with the likes of Metallica, Slayer, Gojira, Meshuggah, Pantera, they would not be booed off the stage. They would not be completely shown up by these bands. Like,
That's neat.
how good these kids are is impressive. And keep in mind, I said they've been doing this already for 2 years. That means the bassist was 11 years old when they started, and they were doing Sepultura covers. I mean, they're covering songs like Roots at 11 years old.
That's impressive.
I barely knew how to pick my own nose at 11 years old, and this kid is playing Sepultura. For anybody that's interested, I'm going to drop a link to their brand new music video that got released this week down in the description below, and I will leave a link to they just released a full-length album called Grand Currents that you can find on Spotify. I'm going to leave a link for that below as well. If you're a fan of metal, and keep in mind, this is not completely death metal or grindcore or deathcore. It's not the all garbledy Cookie Monster vocals either. This is classic heavy metal that these kids are doing. It's amazing. It's amazing stuff. I encourage, if you're a metal fan, check this stuff out. You will not be disappointed. But that's what's buttering my biscuits. The future of metal, the future of hard rock is still very much alive. And even though I'm a fan of his band, I'm getting really tired of Gene Simmons saying that rock is dead. You see a band like this, and you know that rock is not dead. Rock is still very much alive. We just need more parents like these kids' parents, raising them up right to listen to real music and none of that bubblegum pop shit that they play on the radio. Hammerhedd band, check them out in the description below.
I would definitely be willing to check them out. I know, Alan, and this is kind of your fault, but I've kind of gotten into Spotify lately. I've been the biggest Pandora listener to for the longest time, and I like Pandora still. But Pandora is obviously like, you can play a genre and it'll play it unless you pay money. But it'll switch to different bands and songs and even stray out of the genre occasionally. So Spotify is fantastic because you just type in a group name or something like that and just listen to the whole album. So you kind of got me hooked on that. I've been listening to several different things and I'm enjoying it. So I definitely wouldn't mind checking them out and seeing what they got. And maybe I'll find a newfound love for Jesus Christ through their music.
Absolutely. No, I've been a Spotify premium member now for 5 years. Love it. Me and the wife have a Spotify premium family plan. It's $15 a month. It's well worth it. Well worth it.
It's really interesting that your Spotify and you have an iPhone.
But I can use Spotify everywhere, and it's real easy. I have a PC and not a Mac. You're on a MacBook, so Apple Music makes more sense from you. I'm spread across several different devices, so all my playlists go where whatever device I bring them up on. I have access to all my favorites and playlists and everything.
Well, I did too. I had a Dell computer before this one, and I had my iTunes on it.
Well, I'll be honest with you too. It's because Spotify was well established and we had their family plan before Apple Music was a thing, as developed as it was, and so I wasn't gonna rebuild all my libraries and saved everything just to switch over.
Yeah, my wife uses Spotify. She loves it.
I like it a lot.
All right.
Speaking of kids, sometimes you can. I'll run across little kid bands on YouTube where they play covers and stuff. There's a few little groups that are very talented.
No, absolutely.
I've heard them play. I've heard them play Metallica and different stuff like that.
And I've seen, and that's what's impressive. Like, I don't know if I showed you, Cody, if I shared it with you, but there was this little girl. I think she was like 6 or 7, and her parents recorded her playing drum, doing a drum cover of a Foo Fighters song, and she blew up huge because at the very end she said, "All right, Dave Grohl, your turn." And he answered her. He did her video. He called her out, and he answered her call out, and he did a drum cover with her, and then they did stuff together. But
that's awesome.
So and everybody's seen the little 4-year-old black kid that can he's sitting there just tearing it up with this jazz band like there's no tomorrow. But and we've all guitarists in general, bassists are hard to find that young. But guitarists, there's a lot of kids that play guitar that get really good. But the fact that it's 3 kids, all still in their teenagers, all still all brothers, and they have put together a cohesive album. Number one, that will stand the test of time. I've listened to this album; it's a solid album. It'll stand the test of time, and it can hang with the big boys that have been around for 30 plus years. It impressed me. They're amazing.
Well, that's all right.
All right, let's go ahead and we will move into our first big topic of the night. Disney Plus versus Netflix and Amazon Prime. And anybody else who doesn't drip feed your content. So I was thinking about this. Me and my daughter here lately have she loves the Mighty Ducks movies, and I got her into them. I love the Mighty Ducks. I grew up on them. I'm a huge hockey fan, so I've been watching hockey forever. I loved the Mighty Ducks, and it hit me the other day. So Mighty Ducks Game Changers came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago tomorrow, this Friday. You know what I mean? We record weird. 3 weeks ago. Anyway. So she said she wanted to watch D3 because she had not seen that one yet. She had seen the first 2. So we watched the final movie, and then we went to watch Mighty Ducks Game Changers. And I have not watched a lot of the Disney Plus original series yet, just because I haven't made time. And so she was sitting there, and she wasn't thinking about it either. And she's like, she looked at the time, she said, "It's not bedtime yet. Can we watch another episode?" I looked at the time. I'm like, "Yeah, we can watch another episode. We'll let it play. We'll watch another episode." And then we realized there was not another episode. Yeah. So the question I have for y'all is: do y'all prefer the Disney Plus drip feed method done like a traditional TV show, or do you like Netflix and chill, where you find a new show, you're like, holy shit, I know what I'm doing this weekend, and you sit there and watch 8 to 12 episodes and it's done and you enjoyed your show in one weekend? What do y'all prefer?
For me, so I have a bad habit of, if it drops the entire season at once, I'm bad about watching 4 or 5 episodes, and then I may not, and then I won't watch it for a few weeks because whatever's going on, and then I just don't ever go back and finish it. I think I'll do better with the drip feed, where I watch an episode, I'm like, all right, well, I got to know what happens next, so I'll be waiting on it to drop over the weekend or the next weekend where I can watch the next one. So I think it'll help me. That's because I'm not a big binger. I won't sit and watch. I won't watch a whole season in a day. It's just, I don't know. I can't do it.
So
I have to do something else.
That's a tough question because you really, if you get into a show, it really drives you up the wall not to know what happens next or not to know what's going on, so it drives me up the wall. But at the same time, it is very nice the way, and I wish Disney would do more than just 6 episodes, because all this stuff has been 6 episodes of this and 6 episodes of that. But I can appreciate that it's nice to look forward to something every Friday. So it's like me and my wife, we watch like the new Falcon and Winter Soldier is out, and then Loki's going to be coming out, and there's going to be an Obi-Wan thing that comes out. It's going to be nice to say, well, tomorrow there's a new Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, it kind of sucks that when the episode ends, you just got to wait until next Friday to find out what happens next. But it's to me, it's nice to have at least, and I have more than just a show to look forward to every week, that kind of thing. Like,
right.
Hot Wing Friday. But
Whoop, whoop.
but at the same time, things that you can do with the family, things you can do outside of that. It's nice to be able to say, well, let's family night on a Friday night because our show comes on. We get to go watch our show. So it's kind of neat to have that. So maybe Disney will stop doing 6 episodes at a time. Maybe they're just sampling a lot of this stuff. But I can really appreciate. Now I enjoy the get ready for Friday. It's coming out. So it's nice.
Right. And sometimes I think it does depend on the show, but another pro I would say to the drip feed is if it is a popular show, you don't have to, and if you're one of the people that's into popularity, like I haven't watched Falcon Winter Soldier, I haven't watched WandaVision. These are shows I want to get to. I haven't watched Mandalorian. Don't know if I plan to at this point. But that's on me. But for people who are looking forward to these shows, like you said, they're looking forward to watching an episode every weekend. One thing for the popular shows that everybody is watching, the one problem that the drip feed solves is it kind of prevents a lot of spoilers, because
I was just thinking that before you said it,
because also, like, if like when Jessica Jones or Daredevil and the other stuff that drops on Netflix and they drop their whole season at once, you may have somebody who's been looking forward to that coming out, and they get off work, they start watching it Friday night, they watch it Saturday, they finish it Sunday, they come back to work Monday, they've watched the whole season, they want to talk about it. You had a busy weekend, you got to watch 2 episodes. And so now you're...
There's only so much you can spoil if you only get to watch one at a time.
Right. So I do think it helps. I do think it helps with that, but I am in the camp that I think ultimately I would want to watch it 100% at my pace. And like Cody said, I'm not going to sit there and maybe not watch 6 or 7 episodes at a time, but if I realize, hey, I'm watching an episode before bed and I got another 30 minutes, I'm not tired, I'm going to go ahead and watch one more episode. I want to watch it now. So I'm torn.
What if they changed it to 2 a week? I wonder if that would be any better. So at least you're getting to watch 2 episodes.
Once or twice a week. Because I'll be honest, like when I get into a show, like my wife is a binger. I mean, she will turn on Friends and watch. If she has nothing to do, she will turn on Friends and she will watch 5 seasons on a Saturday, and then the other 8 seasons on Sunday. Like it's crazy how she will binge a show. I'm like, wait a minute, when did they get married? You're like 2 seasons ago. I was like, yeah, but they weren't married last time you watched it yesterday. She will burn through them like that. But like for me, if I get into a show, typically it turns into, all right, well, I'll watch an episode for lunch today, and then tomorrow I'll watch another one, and then the next day I'll watch. But I don't typically sit in one time frame and watch more than 2 of anything, even if it's something I'm really into. I'll watch 2, and then I'll go do something else, and I'll come back and watch another 2 or something like that. So,
and there may be some other stuff, think about this. There may be some other stuff behind the scenes going on with Disney Plus's drip feed, because you have to think about this. Whereas Netflix can say, hey, on April 2nd, we had 10 million people on our service. Disney Plus is saying, well, we get 6 million logins every single Friday. And so, like, that can help them work other deals, get more shows lined up. If they know that they've got so many people logging in every weekend to watch these shows, something, I mean, it could be as technical as that too. You could be, they could be drip feeding to make sure they have a consistent logins from their user base.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was thinking, because a lot of this stuff coming out, like Falcon Winter Soldier and the WandaVision, those, and then Obi-Wan, I think none of these are more than 6 episodes long, and none of them are really technically an hour. They're like somewhere between, most of them are between 30 and 45 minutes, or maybe an hour for like the finale out of the 6 episodes. But they're not legit seasons like a lot of things. Like you turn on, any other show, if it's 30-minute long episode, you typically get about 22 episodes a season. If it's an hour long episode, you typically get about 12 to 14, depending on what show it is, So what they're releasing, I think, I agree with you, Alan. I really think that Disney's just like, let's see how this goes. Let's see what our viewership's going to be like. Let's see what kind of numbers we get. And then second seasons, when they start coming out, hey, let's send them. We're going to have 24 episodes long and all the other crap. So,
well, let me ask y'all, both of y'all, this too. Do y'all know if they're correct me if I'm wrong too, but Mighty Ducks Game Changers is the first, I would say, 100% original series that they have put together, because everybody knows, whether you like it or not, whether you're a huge fan or an average fan, they're going to milk Star Wars and the MCU until it looks like a wrinkled old granny tit. Until they have absolutely no more stories to tell. So, with Star Wars and the MCU alone, they've got the next 15 years is taken care of. Do y'all know of any other non-Star Wars or MCU TV shows that they are planning?
So I won't say it's completely original, but it is the biggest name original, I guess you could say. Because, let's be honest, up until they introduced it, nobody thought they were going to come out with a Mighty Ducks television series with some of the actors from the original movies. Am I right? That's pretty, and to your point, Star Wars, they're like, oh yeah, there's so many ways we can take this. Let's just milk it and see how much money we can make off of it. So I would agree with you to a certain extent that Mighty Ducks is really the first big name thing that they've come out with their streaming service that is like, yo, this is fantastic, and it's not something that you expected them to do. But they have a few things here and there that they have, so they own National Geographic, Disney,
right?
They own half the planet, but so they have stuff with National Geographic, and they have some other television shows that they've cut, like Pixar in Real Life is a television series that opened up. I think it has like 12 episodes, and it's a neat little thing they came up with. And it takes, the Pixar movies, the animators from Pixar, and it takes those scenes from movies and makes it like WALL-E, right? So there's a in the television show, one of their episodes, people in New York are walking down the street, and then WALL-E rolls out from behind a box, like a real life little mechanical WALL-E that moves and everything. And then they have like in Finding Dory, where the octopus moves the kid's cart, the kid's stroller around. They actually have a scene. One of their episodes is a scene like that. So I mean, they have other neat things that are original that you wouldn't expect them to come out with, and it's not like, hey, we're just going to spill off of Star Wars or we're going to spill off of anything else that comes out. So it's maybe not the only thing, but it's definitely the biggest thing they've come out with that's original.
Absolutely. Cody, you got any thoughts? I feel like you ain't.
No, y'all watch more television than me, so I mean like I said a while ago, I feel good and bad about the drip method. It's like I remember watching when I watched Breaking Bad. I didn't watch it when it was live. I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah,
and I was glad, since it was an old show, that I could binge it, because I mean y'all seen the shows, y'all know it's like when you get done with one, you're like, holy crap, I gotta watch the next one.
Yeah,
especially when you got to the season finales, you're like, oh shit, we're watching episode 1 of the next season at least.
Yeah, it's like it's 3 a.m. I gotta go to work. I gotta watch this one.
Yeah, like to your point, there's a lot of plus, like, because advantages and disadvantages. Like the older shows, like Game of Thrones and Sons of Anarchy Sons of Anarchy are the two big ones for me. That I am so glad that I watched it, kind of after, because Sons of Anarchy and Game of Thrones, both of them, I was like, yo, what's finna happen? So I was excited about it. So,
I never got around to watching Sons of Anarchy. I need to get on that one.
It's extremely enjoyable. I loved it.
Cool deal. Well, y'all, people listening, let us know down in the comments, what do you prefer? What are your pros and cons to a drip feed versus binging a whole seasons? What do you like? Let us know down below. And with that, we will move on to the next big topic. And hopefully, Cody, I'm sorry, I want you to talk input wherever you can on this topic. But this is one that excites me. I know it excites Steven. Something is happening this year that has not happened in 7 years. The last time this happened was 2014. And what is happening in the gaming world this year is all 3 juggernauts of the first-person shooter genre are releasing new games this holiday season. We're going to have the yearly release of Call of Duty. We are going to have Battlefield 6 and, fingers crossed, Halo Infinite. And I just wanted to point out a few things and then get y'all's feedback on what you're looking forward to at this first. Call of Duty, right now all of these are rumors. We have not had any official releases yet, although some of the stuff I'm mentioning is coming from very respected and accurate leakers. But with Call of Duty, we're looking at another World War II game, but it's going to be the expanded universe, so it's not going to just focus on America versus Germany. It's going to be America and Germany will be in there, Cody, but it's going to be World War II was more than just America and Germany. So we're going to get to see other fronts and weapons from other countries and all that tied in. Battlefield 6, EA DICE is coming off of, 2 games? Doing World War I and World War II. So they're coming out of history, and they are rumored to be going 10 years post-modern. So you will have a little more futuristic guns, modern warfare-ish, 10 years in the future is where that is said to be set. And then we all know what to expect with Halo, but Halo's trump card this year is said that where everybody else is getting into the Battle Royale scene, which Call of Duty 2021 is said to be integrated into Warzone, there are rumors that Battlefield will be dropping a Battle Royale. The one thing where Halo is going to compete to this, first time in their history, Halo multiplayer will be free to play. You will pay for the campaign. They will still have their loot boxes, whatever they call them in Halo. I forget what they're called, but Halo multiplayer will be free. So my question to you, Stephen, because you know a little bit more on this topic, and your thoughts, Cody, just in general, with all three of the juggernauts of the industry releasing games, are we expecting to see competition drive each one to be better? Or do you think that there will be a clear-cut winner this year?
So this is tricky. And this is like, I have Halo bias like I have Disney bias. And it makes me sad that, to me, the last two Halo games were not that great. It's kind of like Halo is kind of turned to like The Walking Dead. You know, the first 3 or 4 seasons of The Walking Dead was about The Walking Dead. It was about zombies and stuff like that. The last like 2 or 3 seasons of The Walking Dead is about people fighting people, and there happens to be a zombie in the background. It's like, so Halo has strayed away from humans versus Covenant, and Flood is in the mixture with it, and they've started doing all this profit crap, and it's the multiplayer has always been amazing to me. I've always loved the multiplayer. It is plain, it is simple, it is not overcomplicated, and the playing field for everybody is dead even. Unlike Call of Duty, which I love Call of Duty as well, in order to be good at Call of Duty, you have to put time in. You have to. And you can't just pick up the first weapon and be like, all right, I'm gonna beast with this. No, because you don't have the right scope on it. You don't have something to steady aim with it. You don't have the equipment needed to be successful with every weapon. Halo, you pick up a battle rifle, that's the same exact battle rifle you were gonna have for that Joe Blow and that Joe Blow and that Joe Blow and this Joe Blow. Everybody's getting the same weapon. So there's no, you might pay for a skin or something here or there if you want to, but there's no really pay to win kind of thing. Like, I can't unlock a special weapon that nobody else can't get. Halo's always been great about that. And that's probably what kept their multiplayer fun. Matchmaking, they have a skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion, that is way better than Call of Duty's. Holy balls. Call of Duty will put you in with the Care Bears one match, and the next match, you're playing with Satan, and he's got the loot ready. So, I mean, they do not play with their matchmaking. But the way Halo's always done it, for me, I've noticed, it's a slowly progression. If you win a match, you get 10 points. And those points that you get, behind the scenes, kind of keep you on a level with other people of those points. And that's the way it should be. Call of Duty's like, no. I know the guy has like a 0.002 kill death ratio, but you scored 40 points that match. You got to go against sweaties. And I'm talking about sweaties that sit in the tub, fill the tub up with their sweat and bathe in it. Sweaties. So when it comes to Halo, I think Halo's always done a phenomenal job of keeping it clean and to the point. So I like Halo for that. The thing that worries me is that Battlefield, which I am a huge fan of as well, going to modern is perfect. They're doing a great job with that. They're doing a phenomenal job with that. If I don't think that, to my point, the thing that worries me, I'm not sure that Halo making multiplayer free is really going to matter. For the simple fact that if you have an Xbox, you're playing something else online anyhow. You're paying for it anyhow. So them making it free, if you have an Xbox already, nothing in your life changes.
Right.
If you have an Xbox, you're already paying for online play. So unless somebody wants to specifically go out and buy an Xbox to play the new Halo because it's free, I mean, that's fantastic. It benefits them. But I'm not sure that really changes the game for Halo. So
we'll see. Also, Halo obviously is a first-party game, so it will be included with Game Pass too. So you'll get the campaign, quote unquote, for free. It's included with Game Pass.
I love Halo. I mean, I'll be 100% honest with you. The only reason I own an Xbox is for Halo. If Halo wasn't a thing, I'm PlayStation for life. I love PlayStation, but I started playing Halo when I was in junior high, and I couldn't let it down. The story that for the first 3 or 4 games, the story they came out with was phenomenal. They had books that followed along with the story, so you can catch up on more of the action outside the game. And then the gameplay was phenomenal. I love the characters in the game. It was phenomenal. So Halo does great. So in my opinion, though, if I had to say game war wise, I'm not sure Halo is really going to be competing for that name this year. I wish they would be, but I think it's going to be between Battlefield and Call of Duty. And I think Battlefield is really making huge strides. You know, they tried so hard to be like, hey, we're going to start from the back and then work our way forward again. 1 and 2, and this is totally up Alan and Cody's ball field right here, because both of them love the achievements. Like, I want to unlock all the skins. I want to unlock all the attachments. I want to get this thing gold. Battlefield 1 and 2, the last two they came out with, you didn't have that opportunity. I mean, how many different things can you do with a World War I weapon?
Right.
I mean, the attachments weren't there. The skins weren't there. And Battlefield, DICE does a phenomenal job with making sure that if they do a game in World War I, they want it to look like World War I. I mean, when you played Call of Duty World War I, you can still put unique skins on. You're like, yo, you wouldn't see that in World War I. But they would do it anyhow. DICE is like, look, this is a World War I game. This is going to be as authentic as possible. So I respect DICE for that. They just didn't have enough content in the first two. But with them going modern, Call of Duty, I'm saying it now, watch out. Battlefield's coming through, baby.
Cody, we're leaving you
My
out.
turn.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I just make sure. Okay. So first off, Halo is just like Texas. It's only for steers and queers. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Texas, but I haven't played Battlefield yet, but I want to. I just haven't yet. As far as Call of Duty goes, I'm excited that it's going to be another World War II. Since I missed out on the last one, and it's so funny. I really want to play it, but it's the one I had a few years ago. But it's still like $40, and I'm like, I'm not paying $40 for a game that's like 3 years old.
Call of Duty games go on sale once a year. Other than that, they stay at $60.
Accurate.
Here's the good thing. This it's the same developer making this one that made the last World War II, with the new management that they had on the second half of its life cycle after World War II got good. Because when in World War II, Call of Duty World War II was released, it wasn't everybody's favorite Call of Duty game. It took them a good 4 or 5 months. They fired the studio head, they hired all these new people, and they got in there, and it became a very good game.
Yes.
And it is the same developer doing the World War II again with the same team they had, plus even more new people.
Well, so I like I said, I didn't get to play it. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that people that are normally play Call of Duty, I can see where they probably wouldn't enjoy, if they make it realistic, a World War II style Call of Duty, because they just don't have the weapons then that they have now.
That's
There's
one
no
of the
such thing
biggest
as
complaints.
An AUG or a M16 or nothing. I mean, you got the M1 Grand.
That grease gun was nasty.
1945 pistol, and the Germans had the they had the little pistols, and then they did have like some machine guns, kind of, but yeah, they just didn't have the weapons that.
I think they had Thompsons.
Yeah,
there were Thompsons in the war.
Yeah, Thompson is what I was trying to think of, and then I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. It's like a Luger or something for the German pistols.
Right.
Can't remember. But anyway, yeah, I can see where the typical Call of Duty fan wouldn't enjoy a war, something pre-Vietnam, because They just didn't have the weapons that they're
Right.
used to now. Just it's a lot more fun to hold the trigger now, and it fires
Yeah.
empties a clip in 5 seconds. So
Now, when I was doing my research on this, and I was watching some other YouTube videos on this topic, here's a fun fact, Steven. On the years that they have released on the same year, Battlefield has never outsold Call of Duty. Ever.
Yeah,
The closest, now it came very, very close,
like 5 years ago.
Advanced Warfare. When Advanced Warfare came out, that was the closest that Battlefield had ever come. I think that was Battlefield 1, Battlefield 1, or
Battlefield 1. Yeah, so
yeah,
the only reason that was close, and like I said, I'm a huge Battlefield fan.
it's
But
because everybody hated Advanced Warfare. They were tired of the jetpacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as much of a fan as I am, it's not because Battlefield overwhelmingly was successful with their game. It's because Call of Duty skull fudged the fans with this stupid jump pack crap, grappling hook, get the frick out of here, bunch of Batmen running around a map.
So-
It was stupid.
So here's the second part of that fun fact. Do you know who the developer of Advanced Warfare was? The one year that Battlefield almost beat Call of Duty,
Someone gay.
it was Sledgehammer, the people that are in charge of this year's Call of Duty.
So they have a chance.
That's what I'm saying. We have a lot to look forward to in the gaming world. We won't spend a lot more time on this. Everything is leaked right now. You can find it all. We've about covered the gist of it. I know, Steven, you're really looking forward to Battlefield 6. I want to see how they handle the postmodern. One thing Battlefield does extremely well is environment destruction. Like, it's not like, Cody, like, you can see chunks of cement fly. If you're chasing somebody in a parking garage and you're shooting and they run past a column, you'll see chunks of that column flying off as you're pouring bullets into it. They do environment destruction very well.
And to Alan's point, and I'll say this, my kind of final point of why I love Battlefield so much, like I said, I love all three of them. But like everybody has had matches, not all the time, but had matches where there's that D-bag who sits in a corner with a shotgun or a riot shield or a C4 or some crazy stupid trash, and he just waits for you to turn the corner and he shoots you down. All right. Battlefield, if I walk into a room and some guy is sitting in there in a corner with a shotgun ready to shoot me, I will take my rocket launcher out and I'm blowing the freaking wall down. It's not hiding in that corner no more. I mean, because you can literally destroy entire buildings into rubble. And they're like the only game, I can't say they're the only, but they're the only game that manages it so well on such a big platform. And it's phenomenal just to know that, you know what? I'm tired of this guy camping in there. I'm going to get in this tank and I'm going to roll through that building. In Call of Duty, if you try to move into a building, you stop him. Battlefield, if you try and take a tank through a building, you're knocking the wall out and you're taking a building down with it. So I love Battlefield for their destructive atmosphere, and it's so much fun how they incorporate that with all the vehicles and all the different tech like C4 and javelin rockets and stuff like that. So that's what gets me excited about it, because I love the dynamics of how well, like I said earlier, how authentic they try and make every game. I mean, and what's more authentic than you taking a rocket launcher to a wall and poof, no more wall, you know?
All right. We'll go ahead and wrap that up, and we will bring Cody back into the mix. Welcome back to the podcast, Cody.
hi.
I hear that you have a new set of rapid fire questions for us, and we're going to name this or that.
You can do with this, or you can do with that. All right. So I'm going to give you two things, and you just tell me off the top of your head which one you pick. And it's everything from bands to food to brands. It's pretty good. It covers a lot. Should
All
be
right.
fun.
Let's go.
Got a tough one for you right out of the gate. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Ooh,
Back over. Boom, boom.
I'm going with NSYNC.
Okay. I'll probably go with NSYNC too. All right. Five Guys, burgers and fries, or any other burger fast food chain.
Any other.
Any other? Are we going any other? I enjoy Five Guys inside me, but like I'm going. If those are the options, we're going any other.
Yeah, any other. I'm not a big fan of how they just put fries in a bag. I'm like,
No, that I love.
If you go any other, who you going? Who you going more?
Smash Burger.
Smash Burger was freaking epic when we went that one time. I think I would
Never
probably
been.
go with Cheeseburger.
That place was good. We haven't had that in years. There used to be one over here in not over here. I don't live there, but in
But we should take
Hoover.
it to Auburn and go. They had a like a 5-pound burger challenge. There.
Yeah, they had a food challenge. I remember that. I never did it, but yeah.
Now, is that like that ain't like a mug shots, is it?
No, it was more like. Did you ever go to Fuddruckers?
No.
Yeah, you would basically.
Well,
They
yeah,
sold
but
you.
it's been a
They
long
sold
time.
you a burger or a cheeseburger. It was like a. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I don't remember this right, Steven, but it was like a Subway with hamburgers. Like you would order a hamburger or a cheeseburger, and
they're
then
like, look, you have these 80 toppings. Just pick whatever you want, throw it on a burger.
Okay. That's why I threw the fast food part in because, I mean, I like mug shots and places like that probably more than Five Guys, but I don't really consider Five Guys like a
Smash
restaurant.
Burger. I've never seen freestanding, but it is considered fast food. It's in like strip malls and all that. So
Yeah.
if the option is any other, then we're going with any other.
All right. I'm going Five Guys. Daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
Oh, depends on where I'm at. But I think I'm going with daytime.
Daytime for me. Paper towels or napkins?
Paper towel.
Bells.
Paper towel. Solo cup or styrofoam cup?
Am I drinking around a bonfire?
Red Solo Cup. I
Yeah.
fill you up. Solo Cup.
I'm going styrofoam cup. I'm gonna hurt the environment. Go with the styrofoam cup. Fried rice or steamed rice?
Fried.
Fried.
Fried. My wife loves steamed rice. She will not get fried rice.
I mean, I like it, but if I'm choosing,
like butter fire out of it.
yeah,
I got a lot of soy sauce. I'll eat steamed rice. Oh, for that matter, do y'all have a soy sauce y'all have to have, or y'all just grab whatever?
whatever.
Not me. It has to be LaChoy. I won't eat it if it's not LaChoy.
Hold on though. That means you don't eat it at 98% of Chinese restaurants because they've all got that Kika man.
You mean Pokemon?
Yeah, that too.
That's what Brian at work calls it, Pokemon sauce. No, I mean if I'm at the restaurant, sure I'll eat it, but I'm talking about if it's at home or something. I won't. If I have a choice, I'm gonna buy LaChoy. Kraft mac and cheese or Velveeta mac and cheese?
Velveeta
Kraft.
Kraft.
all day.
All right, better Stallone series, Rocky or Rambo?
Ooh. You got me there. I'm gonna.
Definitely Rambo.
I think I have to go Rocky because of the other people in the movies that stand up to him, like good counterparts. I mean, you had Hogan, you had the Russian. I mean, we're going Rocky.
I mean, that's not fair because every other character in Rambo is dead because he's a boss. So
I'm going Rocky.
It's okay, Steven. You can have an opinion. It's okay.
rude.
It's okay. I'm going Rocky. I like the Rocky series better.
I mean,
But,
they're
I mean, I love First Blood, but I love Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. all about the same. I'll watch all three of them every time they're on.
You know
Fourth
what
one's
would
good
be
too.
a neat comparison, as opposed to even though you did both Stallone, if you would have did what's better, Stallone Rambo or Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator?
If I was gonna compare,
Just T1 and T2. I'm going Terminator.
See, that's
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
I
Comparing those,
probably would too. But if I was gonna do that, I would have kept the same ish kind of role, and I would have went Rambo versus, what was he had one same kind of deal. Is it Commando?
yeah, I think he was in one called
Okay.
Commando, but I think he was just in the first one. Though. He wasn't in both of them.
Is that the one where they get his daughter?
Oh, Conan. He was in Conan.
Yeah, that's different. Anyway, moving on.
Sorry, off the beaten path.
All right, just regular bottled water or flavored water.
Regular bottled water. I don't like the flavored water.
I don't know how people drink it.
The flavored water?
Yeah, the flavored water.
I don't like it. No.
Well, so Propel makes a really good flavored water.
See, my wife likes them. She drinks that stuff, and we sell the crap out of it at the golf course.
I can drink it if somebody gives it to me. I'm not choosing it.
Yeah.
I would rather buy, if I'm going to do something to my water, I'd rather buy the squirt stuff or the packets.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the little Mio or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Dasani or Aquafina?
I don't
Doesn't
care.
matter. They both taste the same.
No, they don't.
I really don't care on that one. Half the time I'm buying Walmart
That's
brand.
not the options, Alan.
Well, I'm choosing option C out of the sink. I don't typically drink bottled water.
Okay.
If I get water, I get it out of a sink or a fountain. I don't really care to have it bottled.
Whichever one's on sale, then.
I'm with Alan. Yeah, that one. That's my answer.
I like Dasani. Dasani's better.
Good.
Powerade or Gatorade?
No, Powerade. Powerade always had a more robust flavor to me growing up. I was always team Powerade.
I agree, but they're Coke product.
I mean, I didn't say I've had them. Didn't say I've had them recently.
No, I'm just picking. On a serious note, Powerade to me tastes better, but I'm going with Gatorade because I've just had some new flavors of Gatorades and they've stepped up a lot since.
Now the Gatorade ice flavors are fire.
Yeah. Oh,
like
those
the
are
light
really good too.
The light blue and the cloudy white one, the Gatorade ices. Those are good.
Yeah, Glacier. I think the light blue's Glacier.
Okay, we're going Gatorade. Yeah, fuck Powerade.
No, I'm going Powerade.
I talked you into it.
I love when they came out with the grape, the purple Powerade. I love that. I can drink that any day. All right, so I know we all have our own phone, but I'm sure at one time or another we've all had both. Well, I don't know about Steven, but we'll see. iPhone or Android?
I have had both, and for me, 100% iPhone. I about threw my Android into a brick wall after a week of trying to use it. I hate it. I am a tinkerer. I'm a computer guy, and nothing you can say will sell me on an Android. They're trash. I hate them.
What Steven's got?
Yeah, I've had both, and I've actually had both at the same time because my last company gave me a company phone, and so iPhone is good for networking. Like when you have a company that operates off the same system, everybody has iPhones. It's easier that way. So I've had both. I cannot stand iPhones, and some of it isn't so much operation wise because once you get it, it's not that hard to operate. I despise iPhone for the most part because they are like Band-Aid. It's a bandage, but Band-Aid sells it at a higher price because of the name.
And that's why
iPhone outrageously overprices their phones just because they can. And they infuriate me when they do that.
I will tell you this. I will pay that premium to have an update whenever Apple puts it out. I don't want to wait 2 years to get an update because Google has to release it, and then Samsung has to modify it to their platform, and then Verizon and AT&T and T-Mobile all have to approve it, and then like you may have an update because you're on Verizon, and it takes me 3 more months to get that same update because T-Mobile's dragging their feet. Apple says we're releasing an update on April 15th. I get my update on April 15th.
Does it really matter? Because iPhones are so fragile, like tiny infants, that they break within a month of having it anyhow. So it's not like the update's going to matter because you're going to have a screen that spiders all the way across.
I've never broken a single iPhone. I've had every single iPhone, never broke one.
Nope.
You would be the first person I know that's had an iPhone and it's never broke one.
Never broken a screen.
Like,
Never.
The
The only iPhone I did not have was the first one because they were $700 unsubsidized, all that. But ever since the iPhone 3G, the second iPhone, I have had every single iPhone. I have never broken a screen.
Yep, they're just overpriced broken glass. That's all.
I love my iPhone. My wife hates my phone. She's a Droid person, Android all the way through.
I hate all the. I mean, everybody touts it as being super customizable, and you can do so much more on an Android. When it comes to my phone, I just want it to work. I just want it to do what I want it to do.
You know why I went?
I don't want to have to jump through 100 different hoops to make it do it the way I want it to do it.
So I went from a flip phone, my first flat, my first, whatever this style is now, that we've had for years now.
Candy bar.
Whenever I went to that, I went to Android, and it was red. It was like a Droid V2 or something. I forgot what it was exactly. Had it for 1 year, and one night I plugged it up to charge it, went to sleep, got the next morning, and I ain't come on since. Took it to Verizon. They messed with it a little bit. They said, your charger port went out. There's nothing we can do. You just have to buy a new phone. And I'm like, fuck that. Give me an iPhone. And I've had an iPhone ever since.
Can we all just agree that the Sidekick was the greatest phone ever?
I thought it was a Razor.
No, the T-Mobile Sidekick. Remember the one and the screen would flip around and you had the full. Yeah.
I had one where it would flip out the side had the QWERTY.
Yeah, the full QWERTY keyboard. And they made the Sidekick slide near the end. It just went up. It didn't do the full swivel around. But yeah, the Sidekick is the greatest cell phone ever.
Did y'all have a BlackBerry?
I never had a BlackBerry.
I didn't either. I always thought that was the gayest thing. Whenever I saw somebody get their BlackBerry out, I'm like, faggot shit. No. I tell you what's for people that don't have this, get the Zag screen protector for your phone. It's fantastic. Once you buy it, and it's really not that much. Once you buy it, it's free. It's free for the rest of your life. Whenever your screen cracks, you have to register it when you get it, and you just go back in there and say, "Hey, I need a new screen." They'll send you a new one within 2 days. Put it on your phone. It's that tempered glass,
right?
And it's great. I've went through 2 or 3 of those.
Cool.
In the 7 or 8 years I've had an iPhone, and those are great. So if you don't have that, you should probably get it. Mario Brothers or Donkey Kong?
Mario.
Yeah, me too. I do like Donkey Kong though.
Me too. I like Donkey Kong a lot.
Ooh, this one's tough. Not really. Not for me anyway. Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis?
Atari.
I'm biased. Sega Genesis. That's the one I owned. That's the one I played more often. My friend had a Super Nintendo. I owned a Sega. I liked the games better on Sega. So that was a generation where Nintendo was still picky about what they would put on. Mortal Kombat was like the edgiest thing on Super Nintendo. But like I remember playing like Vector Man and Road Rash 3D, and there was a Batman Arkham Knight game on Sega. I'm going Sega. Sega was my home.
I think I'm going Sega as well because like they had Metroid Prime and stuff like that, and Sonic, and I loved it.
Sonic was a big player in that game, yeah. So
I'm going Super Nintendo because it continued the Mario series, and then
it had a lot of good games. The Zelda had a few good Zelda games on Super Nintendo as well. It was a good system.
Had good wrestling games and stuff like that too. Fried or smoked?
What?
It doesn't matter.
It very much matters.
It does.
If we're talking brisket, I don't want it fried. I want it smoked. If we're talking potatoes, I want it fried. I don't want a smoked potato.
Yes, I mean, it's food. Do you prefer
meat or vegetable?
Fried or smoked?
Are we talking? Can we? Is it meat?
It's a whole. It's food as a whole.
I gotta go fried then. If it's food as a whole, I'm going fried because I don't want smoked potatoes.
But if you go fried, there's no more ribs. There's no more Boston butt.
I can put ribs in it. I can put ribs in an air fryer. You didn't say it had to be oil. You said fried or smoked.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm not eating fried rib.
I can put dry rub ribs in an air fryer if I have to choose between food. We're going. It depends. Brisket, I want it smoked all damn day. But if you're making me choose all of food, we're going fried. I don't want a smoked Oreo at the fair. I want a fried Oreo.
Accurate.
What about you, Steven?
No, I'm going with fried as well. Like funnel cakes, you can't smoke a funnel cake. I need it. But I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I'll probably go fried too. Because I gotta have my fried vegetables. I gotta have my fried squash and fried zucchini.
Exactly.
For ourselves, if we were in another country, we'd be saying smoked. America's the only place that fries freaking everything.
All right, baked or mashed potato?
Ooh, I'm going baked because when you have your loaded baked potato, it ends up mashed. So I'm going baked.
Why don't you just go mashed then?
Because there's so many more things you can do with a baked potato. You can make twice baked potatoes out of baked potatoes.
That is very true.
No, when you eat your baked potatoes, you can't mash it to get it. You have to either
I baked it, and then I scooped out the inside. We're going baked. I like a good baked potato. Salty. You salt and oil the skin first, and yeah, we're going baked potato.
What about you, Steven?
I'm going mashed all day.
I'll probably go baked. It's hard to beat a good baked potato. Corn on the cob or any other corn fixing?
Corn on the cob.
I'm gonna have to go with any other. That way I can at least have creamed corn. I don't eat corn. I don't trust corn. I don't. Anything you eat should not come out. You chewed it up. It should not come out of you whole. I don't trust corn. I don't eat corn.
It comes out on its own, a whole new cob.
Exactly, and that's disgusting. I've told y'all this story where I helped my uncle clean out his septic tank once, and there was 4 years worth of corn sitting in there. It never goes away. I don't trust corn. I don't eat corn.
I'm going any other too because I gotta have my cream corn. I can't.
I'm going any other if I have to choose.
Y'all just like that thick substance sliding down your throat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that right there. So I kind of forgot about something going on in the world, and then Steven brought it back up. But I'll go ahead and ask this anyway: Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Let's take away.
Oh, I know.
Take away
all
20 years ago. Coke.
All political shit aside, I've always been a Pepsi person.
Yeah.
I've always been a Pepsi person.
I love Coke. I like Mellow Yellow and I mean, technically, Powerade's a Coke product too. I mean, there's so much more with Coke.
I will say this: Coke is a good mixer. I want a whiskey and Coke. I don't want a whiskey and Pepsi. But if I'm going out, and having a soda with dinner, I want a Pepsi. I don't want a Coke. I don't like Coke by itself. Coke is a good alcohol mixer, but if I'm choosing to enjoy a beverage, I want Pepsi.
I think I enjoy Coke more than Pepsi. I used to be the other way around. But I enjoy Pepsi's family of drinks better than Coke. I prefer Mountain Dew over Mellow Yellow, prefer Dr. Pepper over Mr. Pibb. Which now, if you go different places, Dr. Pepper is with Coke.
Well, see, my other thing too is Pepsi products taste crisper to me, if you get what I'm saying. Coke is thicker. Coke has more syrup in their mixture, where Pepsi has more water and sugar, presumably, but Coke is thicker, and I just don't like the consistency. I prefer Pepsi if I'm drinking it straight up.
There you
go. Okay. Kirsten Dunst or Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth.
We going Gwyneth.
Man, it's hard to get past Kirsten Dunst in the rain kissing Toby, whatever his name was, Toby Maguire. And she was tough in the Spider-Man movies.
We're going. I'm sticking with Gwyneth.
Go on, Kirsten. Why not? All right, a hotter Jean Grey. I'm gonna really butcher this girl's name from the original X-Men movies. Famke Janssen. She was the original Jean Grey from the first 3 or 4 movies they made. Or Sophie Turner.
Oh, now hold on. How young was she in the original? Because this lady was Famke Janssen was in she was in that show I watched just recently. Well, not recent. It's like last year. Hemlock Grove. And she was awesome in the show Hemlock Grove. So are we talking how they look currently or how they looked when they played the parts?
Just which one was a hotter Jean Grey? So I guess they're in their part.
I'm going with Sophie.
That one's amazingly tough, but I'm gonna go with Sophie. Yeah, I guess she got the red hair. I mean,
well, Famke did too.
Yeah, but Sophie's got it naturally.
I don't know. She had the. I guess I liked her interaction with Hugh Jackman in the original movies. I thought she played the part really well, but I do like Sophie Turner in the Dark Phoenix movie. The movie is horrible, but her in that movie she does a good job, and she's very attractive.
No, yeah, Famke is phenomenal. She's a great actress too. Check her out in Hemlock Grove. Trust me, excellent show.
She was also in I think Hansel and Gretel. Did y'all watch that?
Yeah, she was, and she was in a bunch of GoldenEye movies.
Oh. All right. Amusement park or state park?
Amusement.
All right. Well, don't sleep on the state parks now.
No, look, you came to me
I'm not
tomorrow.
Talking about camping. I'm talking about like
I know, but look, you come to me tomorrow and say, "Hey, Saturday we can go to Oak Mountain or we can go over to Atlanta and go to Six Flags." I mean, we're going to Six Flags. I'm not spending all day in Oak Mountain as if I can go to Six Flags.
I think I'm at a point in my life that I'm a state park guy now. I'm gonna pull up. We're gonna grill.
All right, calm down, Dad.
I just you know what the biggest problem is. I've gotten so large that I cannot sit with somebody. Well, they have to be small. Like I could sit with you two in a roller coaster, but like Me and my brother, if we went, we wouldn't be able to sit together
Look,
on a roller coaster.
you're not that big, Cody. Me and one of my friends went to Six Flags with a mutual friend, and this guy went to get on. It's the same guy I told y'all about where I had made the inappropriate comment about his mother because I didn't know about the car wreck, and he had the ginormous head. But this was a big motherfucker, and like he went to get on the Batman ride, and he could not get the seatbelt into the strap, and the seat wouldn't even hit that first ratchet. So me and me and my other friend were got on either side of him, and we're just jumping, just pushing at the same time just to get it to hit that first ratchet so that he could ride the ride. You're fine, Cody. You're good.
Yeah, I'm a state park guy now. I I mean, I won't turn down an amusement park, but if I had the choice, I like. I'm getting old, I guess. I like nature, and
Now, we can still go fishing, but if you give me a choice, we're going to Six Flags.
all right. Firm bed or soft bed?
Firm. 100% firm.
Firm bed with a pillow top.
So I want a firm bed and a soft couch. Couch has got to be soft, but the bed's got to be firm.
Firm bed with a pillow top. I need to sink in just a little bit. I need to snuggle up and get.
I like soft beds, but sometimes you'll go to a hotel and the bed is so soft that you literally, once you get in it, you can't move. Like it just eats you. And I can't remember where we were at when we had one of those. It was like you jumped in the bed, you just sunk into the mattress. It's like, so I'll probably go firm, I guess, if I had to pick between the two. All right. Once again, let's take politics out, your political views out. Just in their heyday, Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna. I hate Beyonce. I hate her attitude. I think she's not near as attractive as everybody makes her out to be. We're going Rihanna.
I was never a fan of either one.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a fan of either one, but if I had the opportunity to hold Rihanna's umbrella, I would.
Ella.
I think I'll go with Beyonce, but I never really found enjoyment in either one. I was like, whatever.
I think I liked more Beyonce songs than I did Rihanna, but I do like Rihanna too.
I couldn't tell you a single song by either one of them. The only reason I know Umbrella is from Rap Devil by Machine Gun Kelly. That's the only reason I know Umbrella. But of course, I've heard all the single ladies, but like I couldn't tell you, like I don't know either of their music really. It's not in my wheelhouse, obviously.
All right. Better Martin Scorsese film, Casino or The Departed?
What was the question?
Better film. I gave the director, Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
Casino or The Departed?
Casino.
I'm going to have to go with The Departed because I've seen it more recently. I'm struggling to remember all of Casino. I need to go back and watch that one again. I got to go with Departed, though, for that reason. I can't remember all of Casino right now.
I think The Departed was a better movie, but I enjoy watching Casino more. But I also like the casino life, so that could be why. All right. Pay attention, Steven. This one involves you and I. Better team to not win a championship. The 2004 Auburn football team or the 2011 LSU football team.
Do I still get a choice?
Oh yeah, Alan. Yeah, go ahead, Alan.
I'm biased. I'm actually going to say the 2011 LSU. They made it tough. It was a good battle.
I mean, they were really undefeated. I mean, so you can't take that away from them. I think because the 2004 team I'm thinking of is Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams, Jason Campbell. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. No. I feel I don't give a damn if Reggie Bush was on the team or not. And what is it, Matt Leinart? Auburn, I think, would have wiped the floor with them, but they didn't get the opportunity. I honestly think that Auburn team was better than the 2011 team. Now, if we were to bring up the 2019 LSU team, I mean, oh my God, nothing's better. I'm just kidding. But for real, I think the 2004 Auburn team I'd go with. I think that's the better team to not win a championship.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm being a homer and agreeing with you there.
Just that.
And one obvious point is LSU actually got a chance to play for it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't see. I mean, Alabama does a pretty good job of keeping solid running backs, but for the most part, Alabama has a number one. But that 2004 Auburn team, you're talking about two running backs that could have been a starter and had over 1,000 yards at any team in the country, in my opinion. Jason Campbell and Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown, between those two, wow. I think they were better than Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson together.
Right.
Well, and the system was good too. They had the West Coast offense, so they got a lot of short passes out of the backfield and stuff like that too. So
it hurt me to say that, but I'm going with the 2004 Auburn team. I appreciate you, Alan, for picking the LSU team.
Yeah, my only thing is that LSU did get to play for it, but you can also fight that by saying, well, they had to play a rematch too, which is always difficult. So
yeah, I think that's trash. That was so trash. We would have beat anybody else in the country.
All right, got two left: Solitaire or Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
Solitaire, strictly because Minesweeper was infuriating, and at the time you were playing it, let's be honest, nobody knew how to play the fucking game.
I knew how to play.
I played it all the time. That was my Call of Duty. That was my 1997 Call of Duty.
Yeah, but you could change the back of the cards in Solitaire. You could have a beach or like the diamonds.
That is cool. That's cute, Alan. It's real cute. All right. Better Bond, Sean Connery or Daniel Craig?
I'll be honest, and y'all are going to shake your heads at me. I have no opinion. I have never watched a complete 007 movie. They never interested me. They might be good. I have never tried to watch them. From what I have heard from other people, Connery is the preferred between the two. So if you gun to my head, I'm choosing Connery, but I don't have my own opinion.
Steven?
I'm not answering this question.
That's tough, ain't it?
No,
it is tough.
It is trash that Pierce Brosnan did not get the call over Daniel Craig, that meathead of a human being. Now, I am infuriated. Now, if you would have brought up Pierce Brosnan and Sean Connery, I would have been like, yo, that's so tough. Probably would have went with Sean Connery.
Pierce was trash.
But the fact that Daniel Craig got it over Pierce Brosnan, yo, Daniel Craig sucks. And when I say sucks, I mean he straight up takes it all. I hate Daniel Craig as James Bond.
I'm taking you off my wall.
Yeah, that's an easy Sean Connery because Daniel Craig is the pivot man at a gay bar. I hate him.
Can we mute Steven? Is there a mute button? Can we just dump his audio? No, so I love Sean Connery. I'm definitely going to go with him. But I think, in my opinion, I think Daniel Craig has done a fantastic job. And I thought Pierce did too, but I think I've enjoyed the Daniel Craig movies more outside of the Quantum of Solace. I didn't much care for that one.
You know you're not
But the
going to
rest
get
of it-
any good football passes from him tomorrow either. Now,
Well, hell, I ain't got any all week, so
Hey, I tell you what, though, as much as I don't like Daniel Craig, Casino Royale was a very good movie.
yeah, I like that one. That was his first one. He's gotten a lot better since. That was the last one I had.
all right.
That was This or That.
All right, Cody, before we get ready to wrap up, did you want to finish your ongoing saga of the sectional?
So almost 3 months. No, almost 4 months. Yes, almost 4 months to the day of ordering the sectional. We finally got it. I'm sitting on my new sectional.
Whoop, whoop.
There you
I
go.
I am very, very pleased with it. I've got a cover on it right now, this navy blue cover. But there's my dogs.
I see a
One of
doggo.
them. There's one of them. And the other one.
There you
Anyway,
go.
yep, I'm excited. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. We had to make a little more room, but it's much more comfortable than the chair I've been doing the podcast in. So,
Awesome.
in fact, I can lay this way, and my wife can lay this way, and we don't hit each other. That's how big it is.
Nice.
So, very excited. It's mattress material instead of whatever they normally make it out of. So it's nice and firm but squishy. Lasts a long time. It's made for pets and everything else. So we are very excited about having our sectional finally.
Glad you finally got it,
Hey.
man. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode. Once again, we want to remind you that in just under a month now, all three of us will be hanging out downtown Birmingham in the Avondale district for the Steel Panther concert going on May 2nd. We realize not everybody may be able to get tickets or is interested in going to the show. So I thought we should mention that if you just want to hang out in the Avondale district, you are likely to see us during that time. We will be down there trying to get something to eat.
We'll be
If you
wearing
s-
our shirts. We're gonna have Talks for the People shirts. So if y'all cannot miss us, we'll be wearing our shirts to the concert so we can interact with anybody who wants to interact with us. Soon we'll ads out for it, but we're excited about it, and it's gonna be fantastic. I'm definitely excited about it.
If you see us, come and say hello. And we're going to be doing more stuff out and about in and around Birmingham area, Coleman area, wherever something is going on. We're going to try and get out and get more involved in the community. Go do more stuff. Get out and about. Looking forward to seeing all of y'all. I said there's no point in mentioning this because y'all can't go back. But if you do have a time machine, yesterday, I'm sure we all enjoyed, well, me and Steven enjoyed our crawfish and beer at Black Market Bar and Grill. But that was yesterday for everybody watching this. So like I told Steven, there's no use in mentioning it now. I'm the dumbass that did mention it. Y'all have fun. It's a fun episode. We look forward. We'll see you next week. Everybody, peace out.
Have a good one. Hey, comment which 3 games you want to see. We want to know.
Absolutely. Leave comments. Which game are you looking forward to the most? Do you prefer Disney Plus drip feed or Netflix's binge? Let us know. Tell us down below. Tell us what you want us to talk about. We'll catch you next week.
Peace out.
Yeah.